Is there anything that could help communities thrive post-pandemic more than a proven strengths-based process that brings people together? We didn't necessarily approach this as the Department of Revenue. It was going into a community and saying, how can we involve the leaders, business leaders, nonprofits, faith-based leaders, community leaders in general, really anyone.
Really having a common language. We'll have various leaders as people talk about problems, say, wait a second, what's the opportunity tree on that? And coming up with different language that we can use to get people to think about their aspirations and the kind of results that we can bring together. So
they really knew that changing the conversation, especially with civil society, with community, with leaders, was a first critical step. When we choose to bring people together, no matter where they sit, left, right, or in between, and to be willing to start the conversation. It may feel messy and unprepared, and let it. In fact, it should.
Getting communities back to talk together again. I mean, think about it. We've been, in our homes for a year. How do you get that public discourse going again? How do you bring the communities back to have the important conversation? So when we went out to the communities and the common themes that we heard were everybody was collaborative and working together, and the pandemic kind of brought the best out in people, and we needed to build on that.
They started with Stop the Spread Coalition, which, as you know, anywhere can cause lack of bipartisan support. So this was something that started there, and Secretary Barca genuinely asked questions and authentically listened to everyone, regardless of what side of the aisle they sat as it related to the pandemic. As you know, as the pandemic went along, it was much more about what's the vaccination plan and how do we move beyond the pandemic. So I think it was brilliant to reframe the topic to community pandemic recovery.
The 3 communities we've spoken with, the conversations are about setting the priorities. Where do we want to invest our people? Where do we want to invest our dollars? Where do we want to move forward?
This duality, this both and of passion and persistence and getting started, along with the reality of what trauma means.
People have been cooped up, trying to communicate, haven't had the vehicle, and just creating this approach and putting it in front of them, they were just eager to talk.
Finding that transformational topic that brought people together to come up with the aspirations and results.
One of the benefits of appreciative inquiry is it's never too late to start. There's always a story to be told and a question to invite it. So I would encourage everyone to just have the courage to get started and let the questions lead the way.